ourWorld was cool. It had such a unique look and had such nice animations as you click around and turn. It just looked so polished for a chat room game. It was really something special, and I'm very happy to hear it lasted all the way to 2021. It was one of the longest running avatar-based games, and honestly, I should have stuck around because look at this, it's so nice. Even the outfits looked awesome, and the mini games were things you'd play on Miniclip to pass time, and it just looked too good. And it makes me wonder, like, why do these good games shut down and games like IMVU are still around? So what is ourWorld? Well, it's a virtual world for teens and tweens, as described in the Wikipedia. It came out in 2008, just in time for that beautiful market crash. Love to see it. It was developed by Flowplay, and it was playable directly on your browser. This was during a time when every game basically relied on Adobe Flash Player, but since support for that was gone, in 2020 they made their own ourWorld client that you could download and play from there, which didn't last long because in 2021 ourWorld shut down and just said goodbye. Playing ourWorld, let me kind of paint you the ourWorld experience for you. Okay, so imagine you're in 2013, just accept it, and you're in the ugliest PJs, you just got onto the computer, you go to miniclip.com because you're bored, and you see an ad for an ourWorld virtual world. You click it out of curiosity, and now you're met with the most beautiful webpage you've ever seen. I mean, look at this. If you're briefly into anime or any cartoons, you would have loved this art style. You hit register now and you start creating your account. You choose the character that represents you the most, whatever your vibe is, and then you're in. You will immediately notice other people in the game looking awesome. You ponder, perhaps I should invest in some nice clothes. So you head to the shop that suits your niche. There was like a whole ecosystem around clothing here. You will notice that as you go through ourWorld. Everything revolves around the clothing. If you had the flow for increasing your character's in-game level and the gems and the coins, which is the in-game currency, you could shop. And the main shops in ourWorld were Annie Clothing. This is kind of like the streetwear outfits. Blue Cow Clothing. This is your alt rebellious kind of clothing store. You had Lady King. This is kind of like your fancy royalty style shop. Like, think of diamonds and jewels, fancy stuff. And then you had Auto Clothing, which is your tech style clothing brand. Like, think of Cyberpunk. This place also had items that you could buy for your personal room, like furniture. Skeleton Key Clothing. This is for the goths and the emos. This is your dark and mysterious clothing brand. Then you had Sugar Star Clothing. This is your doll-like styled clothing. I think this was a later edition. I could be wrong, but I don't remember this when I played it. There was also Vola or Vola Threads. This is your place to get like the beachy, comfy clothing. Think of bikinis and also like sweatpants and stuff. You could also purchase furniture from here as well for your personal rooms. There was also Getupz. It's a weird one because some players felt like this shop or game or whatever it was a scam. You basically try to buy sets here to win achievements within the game. I'm gonna go through a blog post I found about Getupz, and I want to hear your personal opinion in the comments below. Maybe we can enlighten each other on this issue. So this is by Narita, and this was published in like 2019 when it was still ongoing. It's titled, "Is completing Getupz really worth it? I've done the math for you." I've completed every outfit and done the research. Getupz is a scheme run by the NPC Melvin, where when you collect outfits, you earn daily coins and get a prize after each stage you complete. In each stage, there are 3 outfits. If you buy the items you need for the outfits through Getupz, you get 20% off. This seems like a really good deal, or is it? For some items, you have to purchase with coins, and others you have to purchase gems. I put 1 gem at a value of 5,000 and here's why. I bought a Gothica skirt for 25 gems in the superstore. 25,000 divided by 25 equals 1,000. 250,000 divided by 25 equals 10,000. The middle value between 1,000 and 10,000 is 5,500. I chose 5,000 coins per gem to give ourWorld a head start because if the value of the gems is cheaper, the quicker you are to pay off the money you spent. So just bear in mind that actually the value of the gems could be higher than the value I've chosen. So considering that one gem is equal to 5,000 coins, in this case, once you've completed every outfit in Getupz, you will have spent 6,312,620 coins. That's right, just over 6 million coins. But that's fine, right? You can sell your items and the prizes you win. Well, I sold the prizes you win back to the shop and got 6,033 coins back. You can sell to the marketplace and get higher, but it's a small chance people would want the items. It's not impossible though. I then sold all the items I bought for the outfits back to the shop and received 505,659 coins in return. Again, you could sell these items back to the marketplace for more profit, but in all likelihood, we all know that you'd struggle to sell the store-bought on the marketplace. Plus, if you're a tourist, you can't. Plus, if you're a resident, it will cost you at least 3 gems per item. So after selling everything back, after spending over 6 million coins, you get a grand total of 511,692 coins back. Not much, is it, in comparison? This means you've made a loss of 5,800,928 coins. But don't worry, you've got those daily coins, as well as the prizes you get for each stage of completing outfits, prizes that you've now sold. You get a daily allowance of coins, which in its entirety pays you 1,080 coins per day. Now hold on, you've made a loss of 5.8 million coins and all you get per day is 1,080 coins. How long will it take you to pay it off? Well, I'll tell you. So you only get the coins if you log in each and every day. Let's assume you do that. You log into ourWorld each and every day. That's 365 days a year. If I divide 5,809 if I divide 5,800,928 by 1,080 coins, it leaves me with 5,372. It would take you 5,372 days for you to pay off the amount you've spent. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that 5,372 is quite a big number compared to 365. So the next question is, how many years is it gonna take you to pay off what you spent using Getupz alone? 5,372 coins divided by 365 days is 14.7178. So that's around 14.7 years. It will take you 14.7 years to earn back all the money you spent on completing Getupz, but only if you log in every day. If you don't log in every day, it will take longer. Also, remember I use 5,000 coins per gem? Gems could be valued at more than that. I've known people to sell one gem for 25,000 coins, which means it could take you even longer. So, are Getupz even worth it? Really, really not. You're much better off just purchasing what you like and not bothering with Getupz outfits. Sorry, Melvin. So, thoughts? Leave it in the comments below. Did any of that information stick in your head? Well, we're moving on. There was also the Starlight store, which had all the accessories, but these were purchased with gems. If you had the in-game membership Zoes Club, you could get special rare items from the auction center, also items from the club shop, and we will touch on the auctioning later. There was also the mystery boxes you could purchase for random clothing items. If you're starting to notice the big microtransactional experience you're getting here throughout the time you play, that's pretty much the vibe. It's pretty heavy on the microtransactions. And now we're back to the visual experience. So after you kind of find the store that fits your niche, you look at your wallet and you notice, oh my gosh, gosh, I have no flow, no coins, no gems. Flow is the in-game currency that you get from interacting in the game. There was also gems that you could acquire by purchasing directly. These were often used for limited or exclusive items. You could find gem cards at like your local Walmart or similar stores to that. You could also do self-torture and watch ads for free to get gems. Whatever your vibe was, really. Now you're back in the ourWorld experience. You make a few purchases and now you're set. You look the best right now. So you head to the main areas and you start chatting. You send and receive a few friend requests, and now you're kind of bored. So you head over to the arcade and play a few games. They had a lot of mini games to choose from. I honestly would just play the matching games like a grandma and I loved it. So honestly, the game was mostly just to look cool and chat. That was the whole thing. It was very heavily focused on the clothing that you're wearing, those mystery chests, the gems, just the aesthetics was the whole focus of ourWorld, and they really nailed it. I think the experience here that everyone had was just casual chatting and looking cool. When I played it, it definitely didn't feel like those drama heavy games like Swinky. It was honestly just a cool game and it was good. And it felt like I was playing it with other people who just wanted to chill and just vibe out and just have a good chat. It felt more like a game perfectly made for teenagers. It felt like the perfect game for teenagers that wanted to express themselves in different types of clothing, look cool, fit in, and just talk to other people that are interested in the same things as they are. And it definitely felt like behind the scenes were people that actually cared about the game. It honestly feels really sad to hear it close down because this was truly a special game. Special because of how good it was. Like, the animations are small but nice. Just small little touches like that. It's nothing big, obviously. It's nothing crazy, but just small things like that really bring life to games. And it just had what you needed. It was like the Sims 2 of the virtual worlds, in my opinion. Here are the things that made it special for me personally. You may disagree as much as you want in the comments, but for one, the people in this game were great. 2, the avatars looked actually cool. 3, the hangout spots were actually nice. Like, the backgrounds were like, and even the NPCs in the game were like drawn, like there was clearly an art style and a scheme that was being followed, and it looked taken care of, and it looked like actually cared about and put together. And the clothing was sick. Whoever was designing the clothing, thank you, because there was like really cool items that you could get, especially like the rare limited time or membership exclusive items, or the items that you get out of those mystery coffers or whatever, were actually cool. And when I played it, it definitely felt more moderated. It definitely felt like I was a teenager speaking to other teenagers. It didn't feel weird like IMVU. And the community around this game was actually normal, which is a rare one, because look at Habbo, look at IMVU, look at Zwinky. Like, there was no, when I was playing it, I could be so wrong, but like there was no like weird role playing of like things you shouldn't be role playing as, but that's my experience. So now argue. But yeah, I like this a lot, and it's sad to see it ended in 2021. So why did it close down? Well, there's some ideas, but it's not exactly clear. We're met with ourWorld's final post on the community site here. It says, "Dear ourWorlders, we had hoped it would never come to this, but we are going to have to shut down ourWorld. Bad actors in the game have made it impossible to support any longer. We have met ourWorld. We have kept ourWorld alive this this long because it was our first game and it had a special place in the history of the company. Thanks to all of you who have suffered through all the challenges with this game. Watch this. Someday we may be back with a new version of ourWorld, but for now it's time to say goodbye and thanks for all the fish. ourWorld servers will no longer be available after Sunday, October 24th at 11:59 p.m. Sorry, the ourWorld team. Not the clearest message, but if you go through the replies, we have comments like this. Something I don't understand would be, why would they word it like that? Why label the people who got into the system as bad actors? Also, I keep hearing Jess's name being thrown around so many times. I keep hearing that she's done good things, but also bad things as well. I just don't know what to believe anymore. Edit, I probably won't get a definitive answer. This game has occupied my childhood since 2014. I knew so many friends on here. While it's sad that the game is ending, I'm happy this game existed in the first place. Goodbye and take care. And someone replies, they were probably talking about those annoying traders who sell items for real currency, US dollars, euros, etc. And boy, do I wish to see them gone forever. Why maintaining a game where some people sell game items for real currency, parentheses, there are also many cases of scam regarding transaction of money, and thus bring a bad name to the game and an entire flow play company. They are the ones to blame. Yes, real currency traders. It's your fault OW is closing. I point the finger right at you. And then someone else replies, no, I know for a fact that you could blame the ending of OW on the hacker called Jess. She is the bad actor that got OW to shut down its servers. There's no other reason. She has been a cancer on this game for far too long. Ending OW is the only way for them to secure their site. Good going, Jess. Way to ruin it for everyone. And then this guy replies again, yes, but these traders should take the blame as well. Look at the item prices. An ordinary cap which costed like 500,000 coins is now 500 million coins. I and many other players with me cannot collect that amount of coins for a whole lifetime unless we would get lucky at the coin fountain. And chances for that to happen are slim and none. And that's just one item. Others have a similar price, 200 million, 350 million, and so on. It takes a whole month to collect 10 million. They set the prices like that on purpose because they know that amount coins is impossible to collect. They want real money. Unless there's a hack where each player can pump their bankroll with as many coins as they want, I see no other reason for such an astronomical price jump. And they reply, maybe they were going to shut it down at some point, but it is being shut down right now because of Jess. She's doing all kinds of illegal things. I hope criminal charges follow and eventually OW will come back. And one Britpop, there was in fact a coin generator created on a Discord server that allowed people to make coins. Coins became worthless because there was too big of an influx of them on the game. No one sold for coins in, I think, Marketplace because they had no value. Sucked for all of us that were actual honest traders. And they reply, many of us, including me, were using a modified OW app to access the log in option because we didn't click on Remember Me on this computer. And that very app was made by some Jess. Are we talking about the same person? She also had an intention to revive ourWorld after it was shut down, but people made her give up on the project. So I don't know what to think anymore. Some people praise her while some people throw mud on her name. And oh yeah, one of those players told me something about people using coin generator. Just another example on how greed kills everyone and everything. So honestly, I wanted to share that thread because I found it very interesting and possibly a reason into like the drama behind the scenes of the game. Maybe this bears fruit of truth, or it could just be pure speculation. We don't have like a definitive answer on why ourWorld closed down, but it's interesting to know on why there was a closure. I also have an article here by Technoford's site. This was written by Rohit. So Rohit mentioned 4 main reasons here. They mentioned declining user base, simply saying that new games were coming out and the rise of social media caused users to simply move on to other platforms. Financial challenges was reason number 2. It relied heavily on microtransactions, and if the user base dwindled, so does the revenue. And the third was the competition, relating to the first point, kind of where new social platforms were gaining more prominence and taking over the market. And 4, they mentioned technological advancements. So this game heavily relied on Adobe, which lost its support over time. So they attempted to make their own client and have the users download that. But now you have to rely on the users downloading another client. Do you see how that might have caused some issues? Because you have to hope that each user, every single one of them, downloads this client to access the game, you know? So now you're asking your users to do an extra step when they haven't had to do that before, and completely understandable because Adobe was losing support at this time, but that could have caused a lot of decline in the user base. So there seems to be a lot of potential reasons as to why it closed down, but there isn't a reason that we can pinpoint directly and say this was it. I would honestly love to hear your thoughts on this and on what you think. And if you have your own piece of information you would like to share, please do. If any of you have some spicy details onto maybe behind the scenes info on why ourWorld closed down, please share it in the comments. I would love to hear it. So my last little bits of personal love for this game is that it was cool. And it was actually a decent virtual world game or avatar based game or chat room game, however you want to call it, whatever genre this is. It had like really nice animations, the art style, I loved it. It definitely felt so unique to the virtual world scene at this time. And honestly, the bar was really low for these games, like really low. Trust me, have you seen ourWorld? Like, what is that? Actually, just ponder this image for just a second. Okay, feel awful? Well, there you go. You see the bar now. We have the visual bar. So now look at ourWorld again, okay? See? Exactly. You see how high the bar is with ourWorld. So everything else, like IMVU, Habbo, Zwinky, throw it all in the middle. And then look at ourWorld. What is that? Anyways, if I missed any information or cool facts about this amazing virtual world, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Please don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Monday. I would love for you to join me on this journey of exploring old chat room, avatar, virtual world based games, whatever they're called, or just games that you never heard of. So leave a like, say hi in the comments. Also join the Discord. Link is in the description. I don't update social media as much. I don't use it as much as I should, but I'm very active on Discord, so click the link and join. And thank you. Goodbye. Okay, that's it. Bye.